Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, welcome to JIB CIB Prep. So, guys, in this particular session, we are going to practice our unit number 17. Very important one. Basically, you guys can expect 2 to 3 marks question based on this particular unit. Okay. So, if you talk about the unit number 17, it is all about monetary policy as well as fiscal policy. Okay. So these two units are part of this particular unit. Okay, two topics. One is monetary policy, another one is fiscal policy. ठीक है, काफी important है. And if you'll go through the like आपके last years के जो papers आपके हुए हैं, अगर हम उनका analysis करते हैं, ठीक है. So there was number of question based on these particular one. ठीक है. In my shift itself, there was 3 question based on like 2 was based on monetary policy and 1 was based on fiscal policy. ठीक है, तो बहुत important topic है. And with the help of number of questions, we are going to discuss more than 30 questions based on this particular unit itself. ठीक है, and with the help of these particular questions, we will be trying to build are the concepts or the basics around these one. ठीक है, and mostly we will be practicing statement based questions, so we'll be having detailed solution for those particular one. So please go through those particular one very well, right? So let's have a look around the course content. So we have two policies. One is monetary policy, another one is fiscal policy. It is easy to understand because most of you have read this particular one during your banking examination preparation also, and even in our day-to-day general banking, we all know about the monetary policy things. Okay? So monetary policy which is driven by RBI, and fiscal policy which is driven by Government of India, directly saying it is Ministry of Finance, right? So it is something which is like the core objective of monetary policy is price stability, managing money supply in the economy, and fiscal policy which is something related to taxation, or we can say the government borrowings, or the like uh, more comprehensively we can say it is all about the union budget. ठीक है, तो आपका union budget, we have a separate unit, unit number 19, and they have like fiscal policy and budget. They have they have added two different sessions, different topic in your curriculum, as you can see here also. So budgetary announcement, the basic about budget things in history, they have given in that particular one. And I'll be coming with a separate session based on announcement under Union Budget 2025-26. So which will help us to build our the latest announcements by the government, और बजट के दौरान जो भी अनाउंसमेंट हुए थे, और जो हमारे कोर्स करिकुलम के अंदर आपके ऐसे जो भी टॉपिक हैं जो उन अनाउंसमेंट से अफेक्टेड हुए हैं, सो वी विल बी टॉकिंग अराउंड दोस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, सो fiscal policy and monetary policy. So first introduction, then we have tool of monetary policy which include like CRR, SLR, then we have repo rate, reverse repo rate, बैंक रेट, बेस रेट, आपका MSS, OMO, ओपन मार्केट ऑपरेशन. ठीक है, TLTRO, टारगेटेड लॉन्ग टर्म रेपो ऑपरेशन इन ऑल. ठीक है, एंड sometimes they are also classified between two major areas, qualitative tools and quantitative tools. But in your book they have only given the quantitative tools, means आपका ये जो CRR, SLR, बेस बैंक रेट, रेपो रेट, रिवर्स रेपो रेट, MSF, SDF, TLTRO, this is the course content. ठीक है, जो क्वालिटेटिव टूल्स हैं उनके बारे में नहीं किया, डिस्कशन नहीं किया गया, तो वी आर गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस सम क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन दोस पर्टिकुलर वन आल्सो. ठीक है, कोविड वाला पोर्शन नाउ यू कैन इग्नोर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, सो नाउ इट इज लाइक आउटडेटेड. हाँ, सो लाइक सम अगर वो थोड़ा सा कुछ चीजें आपका ऐड करते हैं, ड्यूरिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर पीरियड आरबीआई cut down repo rate by 250 basis point. Okay? There was consecutive rate cuts during that particular period. Okay? So then again RBI for the next ninth consecutive monetary policy, they increase that particular one till 250 basis point. Okay? They level it up. Okay? Like after ninth consecutive like that monetary policy stance, they recently cut repo rate by 25 basis point. ठीक है, एक समय था कोविड में it came to 4%. Now it is again आपका 6% और 6.5% जो पहले कुछ दिन पहले हुआ करता था. ठीक है, then fiscal policy, fiscal responsibility and budget management act, FRBM act, this is very important one. ठीक है, सो 2000 में आपका ये जो लॉन्च किया गया था, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द कोर्स कंटेंट, दीज आर द सब टॉपिक, एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ नंबर ऑफ एमसीक्यूज वी आर गोइंग टू मेक आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग टुवर्ड दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक एज वेल, ठीक है. बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे हर एक एस्पेक्ट आपका जो बुक के अंदर दिया गया है, एंड वी विल प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट, राइट. सो वी विल स्टार्ट आवर टुडेज डिस्कशन विद वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What is the main difference between monetary policy and fiscal policy? Question is about the introduction part. So monetary policy, आपका जो directly RBI is responsible for this one, and it is focusing price stability, and fiscal policy which is something related to taxation and all, budget आपका जो चीजें होती है, ठीक है. So monetary policy is controlled by government. Monetary policy deal with money supply and interest rate, 100% true. Where fiscal policy involve government spending and taxation. ठीक है. So option B is right. Monetary policy is used only time of economic crisis. No. ठीक है. तो monetary policy इसका जो primary objective है, that is price stability. Basically with the help of monetary policy, RBI who generally try to manage liquidity in our economy, ठीक है. Liquidity means money supply, ठीक है. एक balance money supply, ठीक है. So how liquidity lead to this particular one, ठीक है. So money supply or liquidity is the primary objective, ठीक है. So see, liquidity or supply of money, it has dual effect. If it is surplus in the market, ठीक है, अगर आपका liquidity ज़्यादा होगी, पैसा ज़्यादा होगा, money supply ज़्यादा होगा, it will lead to inflation, ठीक है. यहाँ आपका यहाँ पे क्या होगा, inflation related issues आने start हो जाएंगे. If we will have less liquidity in the market, it will lead to the growth problem, ठीक है. So GDP growth आपका क्या होगा, आपका कम होना start हो जाएगा. So at a time, what should be the, like, to create a win-win situation between आपका inflation and growth, RBI use monetary policy, ठीक है. So monetary policy का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है RBI के द्वारा to control this particular one or to balance it out, ठीक है. तो इतना पैसा at a time इकोनॉमी के अंदर कितना पैसा होना चाहिए जिससे कि आपका इन्फ्लेशन का लेवल, ठीक है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द इन्फ्लेशन लेवल, इट इज 4% +2 -2, ठीक है, जिसको हम लोग लेके चलते हैं. द रेंज इज 2 to 6% एज पर द एमपीसी कमेटी 2015, एंड ग्रोथ इज आपका, ठीक है. सो लाइक इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द most emerging nations in the world, and we want to maintain that particular status, because why it is necessary for the economy, ठीक है. जरूरी क्यों है आपका, it attract investments, ठीक है. अगर आपका growth rate year on year basis पे बढ़ता रहेगा तो it will attract investment, foreign investments आपका, ठीक है, वो FDI के रूप में हो, FIIs के रूप में हो, वो others, ठीक है. वहीं आपका fiscal policy which manage government आपका taxation and expenditures. तो जहाँ पे you can relate this particular one with the budget. And what is budget? Budget is a financial statement which all about the income and expenditure, ठीक है. So income and expenditure of the governments, ठीक है. So income, if you talk about the sources of income, we have आपका tax income, ठीक है, आपका revenue income, that is known as, and capital income, ठीक है. So revenue and capital. Revenue income which is taxes or non-taxes, ठीक है. Expenditure, we have revenue expenditure on day-to-day activities of government departments, and we have non-revenue आपका capital expenditure. So expenditure on creation of permanent asset, ठीक है. तो जो आपके highways या others in long term, ठीक है. So that is the one. Now the problem is our income is lesser than our expenditure. Let's say अगर आप बजट का एग्जांपल लेते हैं 25-26, तो your expenditure plan for 25-26 is about 46 lakh crores and your income is 24 lakh crores. So the gap we are going to borrow from domestic market as well as international market. Yeah? So we generally do the deficit financing. Yeah? So deficit financing or managing of deficit we generally do through the FRBM Act. ठीक है. और ये deficit financing is important for our economy because we have a developing nation status, ठीक है. तो जिससे हम कहीं ना कहीं, like if we want to move from that developing to develop, so we have to work on so many areas like infrastructure, healthcare, education, defense and other. तो वहाँ पे हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं आपका जो पैसा इनकम है that is बहुत कम होता है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या कर रहे होते हैं, उसको उधारी ले रहे होते हैं, ठीक है. दैट इज द पॉइंट. सो दिस इज द वन. दिस इज, अगर आप मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी की बात करते हैं, द प्राइमरी एजेंडा ऑफ मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी इज प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी इन द इकोनॉमी, ठीक है, देन ग्रोथ. एंड फॉर दिस बजट दे हैव, like government, they always growth centric, ठीक है. सो जो बजट का आपका प्राइमरी एजेंडा होता है दैट इज ग्रोथ, ठीक है, बिकॉज like we have democracy every 5 years government they have to face the election and all, so they have to they have to do some like some case of showcase कि हमने ये सब कुछ किया है and all, then they can build the आपका voters trust and all, so that is so growth आपका and ये आपका price stability, ठीक है, एक basic introduction, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which of the following statement about bank rate? Now we are practicing question based on tools of monetary policy. As I said earlier also कि we have only quantitative tools part of your curriculum. ठीक है, तो इसमें बैंक रेट है, MSF है, CRR है, SLR है, रेपो रेट, रिवर्स रेपो रेट, SDF, TLTRO. So these are the tools which are generally given in your book. ठीक है, and I hope कि आप में से मैक्सिमम लोग इनको अच्छे से जानते होंगे. ठीक है, जो नहीं भी जानते we will practice this one. So bank rate is the rate at which RBI lend money to commercial bank for longer period. ठीक है, so आपका RBI to commercial bank for long term. ठीक है, MSF is the rate at which RBI lend money to commercial bank for overnight. ठीक है, overnight आपका, ठीक है, overnight means 24 hours. ठीक है, so the cash flow in both the cases is from RBI to commercial bank. One is from for long term period more than 90 days, because we have one another tool that is called repo rate. Repo is basically the rate at which RBI lend money to commercial bank for more than for up to 90 days. ठीक है, आपका 90 दिन के लिए शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए रेपो रेट, अल्ट्रा शॉर्ट टर्म इमरजेंसी के लिए आपका MSF ओवरनाइट, and more than 90 days we have bank rate. ठीक है, these are the three major tools under LAF. ठीक है, so bank rate is the rate at which RBI provide long term loans to a commercial bank without any collaterals. ठीक है, हाँ, one another things is guys, रेपो रेट एंड MSS आर विद कोलेटरल्स. ठीक है, तो ये आपका विद कोलेटरल रहेंगे. ठीक है, MSF rate is the rate at which commercial bank borrow overnight funds from RBI against SLR securities. 100% true. The bank rate and MSF rate are always same and do not change independently. ठीक है, no, this is wrong. ठीक है, ऐसा हमेशा सेम नहीं रहता है. Depend on the economic situation or the liquidity status or the requirements of bank itself. ठीक है, so MSF facility act as safety wall against unexpected liquidity shock in the banking system. 100% true. ठीक है, bank rate is frequently used in India as a primary tool of monetary policy implementations. ठीक है, so not bank rate, it is the core tool of the monetary policy is repo rate. ठीक है, if you talk about the LAF the entire LF model, so repo rate is one of the primary tool. ठीक है, not bank rate. So this make this statement wrong. So आपका 1, 2 and 4. ठीक है, 1, 2, 4 means option A only will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, so statement 3 was incorrect. While bank rate is aligned with the MSF rate, they are not always same. ठीक है, and can change separately based on the RBI policies. Fifth one was incorrect. The bank rate has a limited role in India's monetary policy due to structure of interest rate, underdeveloped bills market and all. ठीक है, the most important tool of repo or LAF framework is your repo rate. ठीक है, so repo rate सबसे ज्यादा जो यूज किया जाता है आरबीआई की तरह, like that work as a benchmark और वो काफी impact डालता है इकोनॉमी के अंदर. ठीक है, so bank rate आपका, bank rate is a discount rate at which RBI grant long term loans to commercial bank. It means for long term lending the loan can be raised without pledging securities, without collaterals, to manage and control credit supply in the country. ठीक है, MSF is rate at which RBI commercial bank borrow funds from overnight funds from RBI. ठीक है, it means for overnight lending. ठीक है, the loan given against security within the limit of SLR and up to a certain percentage of NDTL. Right now it is 2% of NDTL. ठीक है, to provide funds to bank overnight when they face an acute shortage of fund itself, right? So this is the differences between a bank rate and MSF. I hope this is clear to all of you. चल, let's move to the next question. ठीक है, ये स्टेटमेंट को देख के घबराना नहीं है. यू ऑल नो अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, बिलीव मी. जस्ट फोकस, कॉन्सेंट्रेट. ठीक है, सब सॉल्व हो जाएगा. Which of the following is correct? So we have to find out the correct statement about CRR and SLR. ठीक है? So now CRR and SLR we all know. ठीक है? So CRR is आपका every commercial bank in India, they have to maintain a certain percentage of their NDTL, आपका NDTL with RBI. They have to deposit a portion of their NDTL with RBI in the form of cash. And RBI does not pay any interest on this particular one. There is no interest payable by RBI on CRR. कैश रिजर्व रेशियो कि आपका जो NDTL है उसका एक certain percentage you have to deposit with RBI in the form of cash, and RBI does not pay any interest on CRR. Okay? Then another one, the current CRR is 4%. That means let's say a bank NDTL is supposed at 100 crores. So 100 crore ka 4 crore, 4 crores they have to deposit with RBI in the form of cash. Okay? The next tool is SLR. Statutory. Do take care about these rate. हाँ ठीक है, आप इनको एक बार देख लेना एग्जाम में एंटर करने से पहले. ठीक है, SLR आपका statutory liquidity ratio. ठीक है, so again same आपका it is also counted on NDTL. ठीक है, a portion of NDTL that bank maintain to they have to maintain with itself. ठीक है, itself. ठीक है, so उनको अपने खुद के पास maintain करना होता है in the form of, it can be in the form of cash, it can be in the form of gold, or like mostly it is in the form of government securities, or which is also known as approved securities. ठीक है, so a portion of NDTL that bank required to maintain with itself. ठीक है, तो खुद के पास उनको जमा करना होता है. ठीक है, जैसे करंट SLR is 18%. ठीक है, सो आपको जो भी आपका SLR NDTL है उसका 18% यू हैव टू मेंटेन विद लाइक इटसेल्फ, मतलब बैंक को खुद के पास वो जमा रखना होता है. ठीक है, कैश के फॉर्म में हो सकता है, गोल्ड के फॉर्म में हो सकता है, या फिर आपका अप्रूव्ड सिक्योरिटीज. ठीक है, दैट लिस्ट इज जनरली प्रोवाइडेड बाय RBI. मोस्टली दीज आर गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज. ठीक है, तो ये आपका दो टूल. अब इनके ऊपर थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, CRR they comes under the direct tool of under quantitative tools. They comes under direct tools. They have a direct impact on the money supply. Okay? So it is as simple as that. Let's say current CRR is 4%. If RBI will increase it to 5%, okay? If there is a high inflation in the market, so what RBI will do? RBI have to control. Let's say there is a sudden inflation in Indian economy. So if RBI have to manage that inflationary situation, so what RBI did, they have increased CRR from 4% to, let's say, they increase it by 50 basis point. ठीक है, तो 50 basis point से RBI ने इसको क्या किया, आपका increase किया. So now earlier per 100 rupees of NDTL, they have to deposit 4 rupees with RBI. Now they have to deposit 4.5 rupees with RBI. So that means they'll have 50 पैसा less, हर 100 रुपए में 50 पैसा कम होगा. एंड दिस इज वेरी ह्यूज अमाउंट. ठीक है, सो कहीं ना कहीं आपका बैंक विल हैव लेस मनी इन देयर हैंड टू लैंड. ठीक है, कम पैसा होगा लोन देने के लिए, तो दे लैंड एट अ हायर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. हायर रेट पे लैंड करेंगे तो कस्टमर विल टेक लेसर लोन. ठीक है, अगर हमें एज अ कस्टमर हमें हायर रेट पे लोन मिलेगा, सो हम लोग आपका कम लोन लेंगे. तो दैट मीन्स इफ RBI हैव टू इंक्रीज कंट्रोल द मनी सप्लाई इन द मार्केट, what RBI will do, they'll increase CRR and SLR. Or if RBI have to increase the money supply, so what RBI will do, they'll decrease CRR and SLR. ठीक है, सो बैंकों के पास ज्यादा पैसा होगा, दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. ठीक है, एंड दे हैव डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट. ठीक है, इफेक्टिव जिस डेट से इफेक्टिव होगा उस डेट से इसका इम्पैक्ट इकोनॉमी में देखना शुरू हो जाएगा. बट इन केस ऑफ रेपो रेट एंड ऑल, वो थोड़ा सा आपका टाइम लेता है. ठीक है, सो CRR इज मैंडेटरी रिजर्व that bank must keep with RBI, where SLR can be maintained in the form of cash, gold and approved securities. So पहला आपका correct है. Failure to maintain CRR lead to penalties imposed by RBI, including interest on shortfall amount. बिल्कुल सही आपका. ठीक है, and the interest is bank rate plus 3%. ठीक है, so this is also correct. Both CRR and SLR directly earn interest for bank as they are held with RBI or in securities. No, this is wrong. CRR के ऊपर आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं मिलता. ठीक है, CRR is the portion of your NDTL that you have deposited with RBI in the form of cash, and RBI does not pay any interest on CRR. ठीक है, so this make this a statement wrong. हाँ, SLR के ऊपर you will be going to earn the securities, because SLR we have deposited that money with government securities, and on those government securities you are earning interest. Okay, so this apply to only SLR, not to CRR. SLR is used to regulate credit expansion and ensure bank solvency, okay, where CRR is primarily used for the liquidity control and monetary implementations. 100% true. Okay. If RBI increase CRR, bank have more funds. No, this is wrong. Okay. If RBI increase CRR, bank will have less fund. Okay. Not more fund, they'll have less money. Okay. Similarly for with the SLR also. Okay. So this make this statement wrong. SLR is maintained under the provision of BR Act 1949 and CRR is RBI Act 1934. True. As per the current framework, RBI can set CRR to any percentage, but SLR is a legal maximum of 40%. This is also true. ठीक है, तो क्या है आपका करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट? 12467 12467. ठीक है, 12467 means option D should be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है दोस्तों, समझ में आया? Why there was only two statements was incorrect. CRR does not earn interest first, and SLR is आपका incorrect. Increasing CR, sorry, this statement was incorrect. Increasing CRR reduce the fund available for the lending. ठीक है, it does not increase, it decrease. ठीक है, तो जैसे आपका अगर CR in both the cases, if RBI will increase CRR and SLR, ठीक है, अगर आपका RBI इनको increase करेगा, ठीक है, so there will be आपका if you talk about the liquidity, ठीक है, so there will be less liquidity in the market. If you talk about the impact on inflation, ठीक है, तो inflation पे क्या impact होगा इसका? आपका inflation will also come down. ठीक है, so अगर RBI CRR SLR को increase करता है, ठीक है, increase करता है, तो there will be less liquidity and less inflation because they are interlinked. ठीक है, और vice versa, if RBI decrease the CRR SLR, it will increase the liquidity, that will lead to the inflation also. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से इनके relations जो आपके रहते हैं. Next one, which of the following statement about SDF, standing deposit facility, are correct? ठीक है, so it is similar to your repo rate. ठीक है, देखो repo rate, the difference between reverse repo rate and SDF, they are similar to. ठीक है, in both the cases bank they generally deposit their surplus money with RBI, but in case of SDF it is without collateral. RBI does not provide any collaterals in case of SDF. That's why the rate of SDF is higher compared to your आपका reverse repo rate. But in case if your bank is depositing money with RBI, excess money or surplus money with RBI, so RBI will provide securities and you can use those securities for your SLR management, but the rate of interest is less. ठीक है, so see आपका reverse repo rate is without collateral. This is sorry, reverse repo rate is with collateral, where RBI will provide the collateral to the bank, but SDF is without collateral, which attract higher interest from RBI. ठीक है, so SDF allow the RBI to observe excess liquidity from a bank without providing collateral. True. Deposit under SDF are considered for maintenance. No, it is not counted for CRR. This is wrong. The SDF can be used for financial stability tool in addition to liquidity management. Yes. Okay. So 1 in 3 आपका 1 in 3 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very simple statement here. So deposits under SDF are not considered for CRR maintenance under section 42 of RBI 1934. Okay? So where like this section 42 where this CRR things get explained. ठीक है, तो ये तीन स्टेटमेंट जिसमें this was incorrect. ये गलत आपका था, क्यों गलत था वो हमने समझा. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement regarding different lending rate system in India are correct? ठीक है, so you have to find out the correct statement and you have given a statement about आपका base rate, MCLR, exchange benchmark lending rate. ठीक है, we have then we have same आपका sorry external benchmark lending rate or EBLR. ठीक है, then we have MCLR and we have spread, about the spread and all. ठीक है, so we have given 6 statement and we have to find out the correct statement. Okay? So base rate system was introduced by RBI on July 1st, 2010 which replace the benchmark prime lending rate. True, ठीक है. तो अब पहले होता था benchmark prime lending rate, ठीक है. Then we come up with the आपका base rate system. Then base rate also get replaced with MCLR in 2016 onwards, ठीक है. So MCLR system, MCLR who generally replace base rate, ठीक है. The tenure premium is uniform for all loans for a given residual tenures, ठीक है. This state, okay, I'll reconsider this statement, okay. The external the external benchmark based lending rate EBLR was introduced in April 2016 to reduce the to replace the MCLR, okay. The bank must reset the interest rate under EBLR at least once in 3 months. Under MCLR, the negative carry on CRR arise due to mandatory CRR balance earning zero interest. This is true. The spread above the external benchmark rate can altered frequently by the bank at their discretions. No, this is not, this is wrong. It get decided at the time of disbursement of loan or the customer query. So 2 and 3, first I'll check this one. So 1 is right and 4 and 5 is right. 1 4 5 6 is wrong. Okay, I'll just check the answer. C is means, okay, C means आपका 1 2 4 5, ठीक है. 1 2 4 5, ठीक है. 1 is correct. Under the MCLR system, the tenure premium is uniform for all type of loan. This is also correct. ठीक है. Third one आपका, ठीक है. The external benchmark based lending rate EBLR was introduced in April. अच्छा, okay. This is the point. ठीक है. It does not, मतलब ये आपका इसको replace नहीं किया. That's why it is wrong. ठीक है. Fourth one आपका, bank must reset interest rate under EBLR at once in 3 months. ठीक है. Okay, this was static. This was correct. ठीक है. And fifth one is आपका under the negative carry on CRR due to maintenance of this. हाँ, this is true. And sixth one was wrong. ठीक है. तो option C आपका इसका जो correct answer था. ठीक है. So very like मतलब काफी अच्छा question है. And you will get lot more information from this particular one. ठीक है. So statement 3 was incorrect. EBLR was introduced on October 1st, 2019. Okay, the year gap was there. Okay. So it was get introduced in 2019, not in 2016. Okay. This one was incorrect. The spread above the external benchmark is fixed at the time of loan sanction. This was ये हमने आपका correctly mark किया था. ठीक है. Next one. Which of the following statements are correct? Again, we have tool like MSS. It is about the Market Stabilization Scheme 2004. So Market Stabilization Scheme 2004 was introduced in 2004 to manage excess liquidity caused by large capital inflows. True. So the question is generally based on MSS, Market Stabilization Scheme, and it got introduced in 2004. And the objective of this one is to manage excess liquidity caused by large capital inflows. ठीक है. FDIs या other कोई और form of investment, and they usually have the bigger impact or the bigger impact on the liquidity or the long-term impact. ठीक है. MSS involve the issuance of additional treasury bills and dated government securities to observe liquidity from the banking system. ठीक है. बिल्कुल सही. The primary objective of MSS is to regulate short-term liquidity fluctuation in banking system. No, it should be long-term आपका. ठीक है. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends short-term money to banks, influencing borrowing cost and lending. 100% true. Reverse repo rate is the rate at which RBI observe excess liquidity from the bank आपका by offering them an interest rate. Here this is 1 2 4 5. 1 2 4 5 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. So the only statement incorrect was आपका MSS is meant for long term liquidity absorption, not for the short term आपका. ठीक है. तो ये आपका एक statement. Rest all statements are correct about the MSS 2004. नेक्स्ट वन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट इंडियाज मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी आर करेक्ट? ठीक है, आसान क्वेश्चन है, आसानी से बन जाएगा सबसे। सो देखिए, विच मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी, इट इंक्लूड 6 मेंबर, 100% true. The primary goal of monetary policy is to achieve high economic growth. No, this is wrong. ठीक है, the primary goal of monetary policy is आपका प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी, ठीक है, ग्रोथ इज सेकेंडरी, ठीक है, पहला हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव है इन्फ्लेशन या प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी मैनेज करना, ठीक है। द रेपो रेट इज सेट बेस्ड ऑन एन असेसमेंट ऑफ मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स कंडीशंस, ठीक है, सही है, ठीक है। द वेट द वेटेड एवरेज कॉल रेट, WACR, ठीक है, ये हमने मनी मार्केट में आपका बहुत बार डिस्कस भी किया था, ठीक है। इट्स ऑपरेटिंग टारगेट ऑफ मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी, ठीक है, इट डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट, सबसे पहले आपका इफ RBI विल मेक एनी चेंजेस इन मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी, ठीक है, इट विल डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है, वॉसर या वेटेड एवरेज कॉल रेट। Inflation target in India is, no, this is wrong, 4% plus 2 minus 2, ठीक है, so this is wrong. The RBI use instrument like CRR, SLR in open market operation to implement आपका monetary policy, 100% true. CRR, SLR हमने बात किया. What is OMOs? It is a process, ठीक है, OMO is defined as buying and selling of government securities through RBI is known as open market operations, ठीक है. The blackout period for MPC members start 7 days before the end of 7 days after the policy announcement, ठीक है. The blackout period, हाँ, okay, this is also correct, ठीक है. So 1 3 4 6 1 3 4 6 7, ठीक है. So 1 3 4 6 7 means option A, ठीक है. This is all. Blackout period is mild, like you cannot have interactions with the outsiders due to to avoid any kind of insider things and all, ठीक है. So option A only will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है. The statement 2 is incorrect. The primary goal of price stability, ठीक है, this one was inflation is this, ठीक है. I hope you get this particular one. Blackout period for MPC member last from 7 days before to 7 days after of policy announcement, means जैसे बजट में होता है ना, देयर इज अ टाइम कॉल, एक सेरेमनी कॉल बजट का हलवा सेरेमनी, ठीक है, जो पार्लियामेंट के नॉर्थ ब्लॉक में होता है. सिमिलरली फॉर द टीम MPC ऑल्सो, कि let's say what they are going to make changes in their coming years, coming days. तो जिसमें they have the discussion on around the your monetary frameworks or monetary policies and all, ठीक है. Then 3 days आपका the entire discussion, ठीक है, and they cast their vote, ठीक है, each members, then announcement and this. तो this entire period आपका जो जिसको हम लोग blackout period के नाम से जानते हैं, ठीक है. Which of the following statement about fiscal policy in India are correct? अब now the question around the fiscal policy. Then we will practice a set of 10 to 12, 15 question based on only आपका fiscal and monetary policy. Practice set में भी रखें, ठीक है. First we will cover the content part. So contextually, so we have two type of fiscal policies. One is expansionary, where government is working toward the growth part, ठीक है, they are increasing the consumption in the market, ठीक है. And another one is contextually fiscal policy, where they are closing the supply of money, ठीक है, they are reducing the supply of money, ठीक है, it will eventually affect the growth आपका, ठीक है. So contextually monetary fiscal policy is used to stimulate economic growth by increasing aggregate demand. So this is wrong, ठीक है. This is all about the expansionary fiscal policy, not about the contextually, ठीक है. So this statement is wrong. Then we have allocative efficiency, ensure that resources are deployed in a manner that maximize economic output, ठीक है. So this is how government is allocating their resources, ठीक है, to have a maximum utilization, ठीक है, or the optimal utilization. Fiscal policy can reduce income inequality by directing public spending toward education and healthcare. Okay, it can be. So fiscal policy जैसे होता है ना, like we have आपका progressive tax system, ठीक है. Progressive tax system means those who are earning higher, they have to pay higher taxes. ठीक है, those who are paying आपका लेस इनकम, दे हैव टू पे लेस टैक्सेस. ठीक है, तो प्रोग्रेसिव आपका. सम कंट्रीज दे हैव रिग्रेसिव आल्सो. ठीक है, कि अगर आप ज़्यादा जितना ज़्यादा कमाओगे उतना कम देना, मतलब आफ्टर अ टाइम ड्यूरेशन दैट इज टैक्स, कि इससे ज़्यादा टैक्स आप पे नहीं लगेगा इन ऑल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. ठीक है, सो एंड सम कंट्रीज दे हैव अ काइंड ऑफ बैलेंस, मतलब टैक्स रेट इज फिक्स फॉर ऑल. ठीक है, जैसे हमारा होता है ना लाइक इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस लाइक जीएसटी. जीएसटी इज अ काइंड ऑफ रिग्रेसिव. ठीक है, वो आपका अमीर और गरीब में भेदभाव नहीं दे रहा. इफ जीएसटी इज एप्लीकेबल ऑन दिस प्रोडक्ट इज 18%, it is 18% for all income groups. But in case of direct taxes, income taxes especially, that is kind of a progressive in nature. आप जितना ज़्यादा अर्न करोगे उतना ज़्यादा टैक्सेस पे करोगे. ठीक है, so resources mobilization under fiscal policy is primarily dependent on external borrowings than the domestic. No, it is like external borrowing is one tool, but it is आपका domestic revenue is major. ठीक है, आपका tax revenue, non-tax revenue is the major one. So this is also wrong. ठीक है, so what we have to find out correct statement. ठीक है, तो correct statement आपका 2 and 3 has me, yes. ठीक है, so option C will be right answer for this particular one. Understood? So option 1 was incorrect because contextually fiscal policy reduced aggregate demand to control inflation, but to stimulate economic growth, not to stimulate economic growth. 4, because resources mobilization relies primarily on domestic taxes and non-taxes revenue. Okay, if you'll study the earnings of the governments, okay, so that revenue income आपका which include taxes and non-taxes. ठीक है, तो वो एक which play a major role और उस पर सबसे ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंसी होती है किसी भी गवर्नमेंट के लिए. ठीक है, which of the following statement about fiscal policy are correct? या fiscal policy के संबंध में कौन सा statement correct है? Fiscal policy involve changes in government expenditures and taxes to achieve macroeconomic goal. Higher taxes reduce disposable income. जैसे let's say you are earning 15 lakhs, इस पे आपका टैक्सेस है, पहले था आपका 10%, सपोज दैट गवर्नमेंट इंक्रीज इट टू 15%. ठीक है, तो डिस्पोजेबल इनकम इज आपका आफ्टर दिस टैक्स इनकम. ठीक है, जैसे सपोज दैट आपने 15 लाख कमाए, उसमें से 5 लाख का आपने टैक्स पे किया. ठीक है, तो 10 लाख इज योर, दिस इज आपका इनकम, दिस इज योर टैक्स, तो दिस इज योर डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. ठीक है, दिस इज योर डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. ठीक है, सो हायर टैक्सेस रिड्यूस डिस्पोजेबल इनकम. अगर ये 10% होगा तो ज़्यादा होगा ना, मत कम होगा. अगर 15% होगा तो ज़्यादा होगा. ठीक है, विच कैन इम्पैक्ट कंजम्पशन एंड सेविंग. ट्रू. Government transfer payments such as pension and unemployment benefit are example of direct government purchase of goods. No, this is not direct, this is indirect. This comes under the indirect tool. Okay, this statement is wrong. So 1 and 2 only the correct answer. Okay, option A will be right answer. So government transfer payments such as pension, unemployment benefit are an example of indirect government purchases of goods and services. ठीक है, A आपका yes. ठीक है, so statement third was incorrect because government transfer payments are not direct purchases of goods and services. They provide income supports. ठीक है, next one. Which of the following statement regarding the FRBM Act are correct? This is very very important from fiscal policy. देखो fiscal policy से, so see in your budget wala portion they have given limited content because they have included one more topic, your unit number 18 or 19, that is all about the budget. Say in जो types of budget या deficit and all हैं वो सब वहाँ पे explain किए गए. उनका थोड़ा सा किस टाइप के formatting है that I'll lead you with some practice question, but वहाँ पे वो काफ़ी डिटेल में आपको मिलेंगे. ठीक है, so regarding the FRBM Act are correct. So FRBM Act enacted in 2003 and came into force in 2004. ठीक है, हाँ बिल्कुल सही आपका. I thought it is 2000 हाँ 2003 में आपका पास हुआ था. It become effective from 2000. FRBM is basically fiscal responsibility and budget management to reduce the deficit of the government. ठीक है, the primary idea and agenda of this particular act was to reduce the deficit of the government. ठीक है, every year we are borrowing money or we have different sort of deficit, like जैसे आपका that interest burden on economy is increasing on year basis. ठीक है, so to reduce that particular one or to control that particular one, that is the primary agenda of FRBM Act 2004 itself. ठीक है, so that is the one. Act prohibit government from borrowing from RBI. No, it is not. ठीक है, this is incorrect. ठीक है, the act originally required the revenue. Statement 2, statement 2 is correct. It is like it is about the RBI ना, ठीक है, so it is correct. Sorry. So act prohibit the government from borrowings from RBI. Yeah, this is correct. Sorry, my bad, guys. This is also correct. Yeah, statement 2 is also 100% true, because यहाँ पे like government से RBI से you can take money in term of dividends. आपका जैसे recently Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am who asked for around 1.50 or 56 lakh crore rupees. ठीक है, सो जो आपका कैश मैनेजमेंट बिल्स हैं या अदर फॉर्म आपका CMAs हैं या नॉट CMA, दैट इज कॉल्ड ways and mean advances purpose. ठीक है, so to finance the state governments and all, so that was the tool under this one. ठीक है, so but this normal borrowings is prohibited under this one. हाँ, RBI can issue securities on behalf of government of India as a bankers to government of India. ठीक है, the act originally required the revenue deficit to be eliminated by revenue deficit को कम करना is primary objective, eliminated by it is 31st, that first target was 2008. ठीक है, as per my knowledge, but it is I'm 100% sure it is not 2015. ठीक है, the act to Finance Act 2012 means Finance Act means आपका जैसा भी आपको मिलेगा Finance Act 2025 means the budgetary announcement and which gets sanctioned through the parliamentary session. ठीक है, then it become the Finance Act. There are around 56 or some amendments which government made during 2000 budget 2025-26 means जैसे government they come up with कि हम tax slab में change करेंगे. ठीक है, then during the budgetary announcement they made those number of announcement. ठीक है, then what happened, parliamentary session होते हैं जिसको हम budgetary session के नाम से जानते हैं. in budgetary session government will propose that particular bill and with maturity they'll pass, then only that will be amended. ठीक है, so ऐसे बहुत सारे आपके जैसे banking laws के अंदर changes किए गए others, तो दैट चेंजेस जनरली कम्स विद दिस फाइनेंस एक्ट. ठीक है, तो फाइनेंस एक्ट आपका हर साल का जो बजट के अनाउंसमेंट है जब वो अप्रूव हो जाता है दैट इज कॉल्ड फाइनेंस एक्ट. ठीक है, इंट्रोड्यूस द मीडियम टर्म एंटरप्राइज फ्रेमवर्क MTEF as an additional document to be presented for this. Okay, the NK Singh committee recommended a debt to equity ratio to 60, no, not 80%, it was 60%. So NK Singh was like NK Singh आपका जो फाइनेंस कमीशन को काफी लंबे समय तक लीड भी किए हैं. ठीक है, सो द डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो सजेस्टेड बाय NK Singh कमेटी वाज 60%. ठीक है, फॉर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. So this is wrong. ठीक है, the government can deviate from fiscal target in case of national security concern or economic downturn. ठीक है, FRBM Act mandate a quarterly review of fiscal performance by a finance minister in a parliament. ठीक है, so this is also true. ठीक है, so FRBM आपका this is the one. ठीक है, so हमें क्या ढूंढना है, करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. दैट मीन्स 1 2 4 6 7 1 2 4 1 2 4 6 7 1 2 4 6 7. So option B should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, yes. तो ऑप्शन 3 was wrong. ठीक है, हाँ, it is 2008 आपका. ठीक है, हमने क्या लिखा था 2008. yes. दूसरा fifth one was incorrect. It was the NK Singh committee recommended 60% debt to equity ratio. Yes, debt to equity ratio 40% for center and 20% for the state. ठीक है, not 80%. Next one. Now we are going to practice a set of MCQs. ठीक है, तो अभी जो कंटेंट पार्ट था, जो सब टॉपिक्स आपके सिलेबस के अंदर दिए गए हैं, वी हैव लाइक सारे सब टॉपिक्स को हमने यहाँ पे कवर किया है. ठीक है, नाउ अ मिक्स सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चन, फर्स्ट ऑन मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी 10 क्वेश्चन, देन 10 क्वेश्चन ऑन फिस्कल पॉलिसी. जल्दी से इनको आपका प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. ठीक है, द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमिटी वाज फॉर्म्ड एज अ पार्ट ऑफ post 2016 monetary policy framework. Which of the following in statement are true about its composition and functioning? ठीक है, बताओ. It has 6 members including RBI governor and deputy governors. ठीक है, 3 members from RBI, 3 members from government of India. ठीक है, statement 1 is correct. all members are eligible for reappointment after their 4-year term. No, it is not necessary. ठीक है. Decisions are made by majority vote with RBI governor having a casting vote in case of tie vote. ठीक है, 100% true. In case, let's say, if there is a, ऐसा कभी हुआ नहीं वैसा आज तक, ठीक है, but if there is a situation where we have a tie vote, ठीक है, 3 members are saying we should increase liquidity, 3 members are saying कि we should not increase liquidity, tie vote है. In this situation RBI गवर्नर वोट विल बी काउंटेड एज ड्यूल वोट. ठीक है, अगर उन्होंने बोला कि लिक्विडिटी बढ़ानी चाहिए तो वो बढ़ाने का डिसीजन होगा, अगर घटानी चाहिए या स्टेबल रखनी चाहिए उसका होगा. ठीक है, तो दैट इज द वन. ठीक है, ड्यूल वोट का राइट होता है आरबीआई गवर्नर के पास in case of when there is a tie vote. ठीक है, the committee meet at least 6 time. No, it is at least 4 time in, it should be at least 4 time. ठीक है, मतलब as per the act it is as per the act आपका MPC जब फॉर्मेशन हुआ it was at least 4 time, but since 2015 itself या 1 अप्रैल 2016 जब से इफेक्टिव हुआ तब से अभी तक they have met for at least आपका इन एवरी 2 मंथ्स. बाय मंथली मीटिंग्स आपकी हुई हैं हर उसमें. कई बार ऐसा हुआ है कि बाय मंथली से पहले भी मीटिंग्स हुई. सो इट वाज एटलीस्ट, जैसे आरबीआई बोर्ड शुड मीट एटलीस्ट 6 टाइम इन अ ईयर. ठीक है, वो आपका है, बट इसके लिए आपका इट इज 4 ईयर्स. आरबीआई बोर्ड का होगा, बोर्ड जो सेंट्रल बोर्ड है आपका आरबीआई का, इट इज एटलीस्ट आपका मतलब 6 टाइम इन अ ईयर, बट इसके लिए दैट इज आपका 4 टाइम. ठीक है, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. ठीक है, तो हमें क्या ढूंढना था? करेक्ट ऑप्शन मीन्स 1 and 3 आपका. ठीक है, तो 1 and 3, yes, option A only will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, तो option A is the correct answer for this particular question. Next one, the flexible inflation target FIT, flexible inflation target 4% plus 2 minus 2 framework introduced in India focus on balancing inflation control with other factors. Consider the following statement. It is called flexible inflation target, that 4% plus 2 minus 2. The inflation target is set every 5 years by RBI. सही लगता है? नहीं. ठीक है, इट इज आपका जो भी आपकी मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी मीट होती है उसी के दौरान आपका, और एनुअल बेसिस आपका मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम. ठीक है, दैट द टारगेट फॉर मतलब आरबीआई डू नॉट सेट मेक एनी बेंचमार्क इतना करेंगे. हर मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी में दे इवेलुएट द मनी सप्लाई थिंग्स एंड ऑल एंड दे टेल कि हाँ इतना the level is this and we want to maintain it at this level. ठीक है, so the target for 21-25 is 4 point this. ठीक है, this is correct. The FIT framework enhance RBI accountability but limit its flexibility. ठीक है, हमें ढूंढना क्या है इसमें से आपका करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, the FIT framework enhance RBI accountability but limit, हाँ, so flexibilities मतलब this can be right. ठीक है, reason क्या हो सकता है कि it is about the government also, like, or even about the economic situations and all. ठीक है, so 2 and 3 should be right answer for this one. I'll go with this. Let's see this one. Yes, हाँ, ठीक है, 2 and 3 are the right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, so if you go for the explanation, goal of monetary policy, primary objective of monetary policy in India is to maintain price stability while keeping in mind the objective of growth. But primary is price stability. May 2026, RBI 1934 was amended provides statutory basis the implementation of a flexible inflation targeting framework. ठीक है, so flexible FIT आपका flexible inflation targeting framework. ठीक है, the amended act RBI Act also provide inflation target to set by Government of India in consultation with RBI once in every 5 years. ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन था ना, the inflation target is set every 5 years by RBI. अब देखो इसको, this was, I missed this point. ठीक है, जिसके ऊपर ये बनाया था, it is not RBI by Government of India. 5 साल में it is decided by the Government of India, not by the RBI. ठीक है, very important one. ठीक है, so the amended RBI Act also provide for the inflation target to be set by Government of India in consideration with RBI once in a 5 years. ठीक है, very important guys. ये बहुत मतलब ये I guess most of people miss this update. Accordingly, central government notified the official gazette 4% consumer price index CPI inflation as the target for the period of 2016 to 2021. सो 4+2 ये सेम आपका, वी आर हैविंग सेम टारगेट्स इन वहां से लेके अभी तक का भी, ठीक है। सो हर उसके लिए 4% +2 -2 एंड यहाँ पे भी इट इज 4% +2 -2, ठीक है। सो दिस वी ऑल नोज, राइट? So very important one, please do remember this. Next one, guys. The process of monetary policy transmission involves several stages. So RBI changed the repo rate, ठीक है, RBI के कंट्रोल में है repo rate. Commercial bank adjust their lending and deposits. This is also true. Businesses and household adjust their borrowings and spending based on new rate. This is also true. Yeah. The money supply and economic activities are impacted. ठीक है, all are correct. ये सारे statements सही हैं. How this is like how monetary policy impact the entire areas. ठीक है, RBI will change the repo rate. It will impact these particular one. ठीक है, तो D will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, next one. The liquidity adjustment facility help regulate short-term liquidity. Which of the following statement accurately describe its functioning? LAF आपका अभी हमने पढ़ा, repo rate, reverse repo rate, base rate, इन सबका. So repo rate under LAF is the rate at which RBI provides short-term loan to bank. ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही. आपका रिवर्स रेपो रेट इज द रेट एट विच आरबीआई बोरो फंड्स फ्रॉम शेड्यूल्ड कमर्शियल बैंक. दिस इज आल्सो सही, हम क्योंकि मतलब कमर्शियल बैंक दे आर डिपॉजिटिंग एक्सेस मनी विद आरबीआई एंड दिस इज विद कोलेटरल्स. ठीक है, एलएएफ आल्सो कंट्रोल लॉन्ग टर्म, नहीं, इट कंट्रोल शॉर्ट टर्म. ठीक है, दिस इज रॉन्ग. ठीक है, the repo rate is always higher than reverse repo rate. ठीक है, the repo rate is always higher than reverse repo rate. ठीक है, अभी तक तो ये ऐसा ही है. ठीक है, तो this should be right. 1 to 4 1 to 4 है कहीं पे, 1 to 4 1 to 4. हाँ, so option C should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, so these are the statements. Next one, consider the following statement used by RBI under quantitative monetary policy. ठीक है, so it is about the quantitative monetary policy. ठीक है, so open market operation are part of this, CRR is also part of this, SLR, all are the part of quantitative tools. ठीक है, which of the above are tools directly affect the money supply? All. ठीक है, option D will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, consider the following statement about the monetary policy committee. It is responsible for setting repo rate, primary tool of controlling inflation. True. The decision made by MPC are not mandatory for RBI to follow. No, they are mandatory. Okay, this is wrong. Okay. The committee comprised 6 members with the RBI governor as the chairperson. 100% true. Each member must submit a written statement justifying their vote on any proposed resolution. This is also correct. The 134, 134, 134. Okay, so option A only will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, बन पा रहे होंगे आई गेस सभी से क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, quantitative tools are essential in regulating credit within the economy. The repo rate is an example of quantitative instruments. True. Increasing the CRR reduce the money supply in the economy. 100% true. Decreasing SLR limit the ability of bank to lend money. No, this is wrong. ठीक है, अगर हम SLR को decrease करेंगे, it will also help bank to increase their liquidity. ठीक है, और ability to lend more. ठीक है, so this statement is wrong. Open market operation involve the buying and selling of government securities to regulate liquidity. ये हमने बात भी किया था. Open market operation को कैसे define करते हैं? Buying and selling of government securities through RBI is called OMO. So this is also correct. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. So option D will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Market stabilization scheme MSS is used to manage excess liquidity in economy. Which of the following statement accurately describe this mechanism? ठीक है, तो MSS 2004 हमने डिस्कस किया था अभी. ठीक है, so MSS help control inflation by withdrawing surplus liquidity through sale of government securities, especially treasury bills and all. The funds collected under MSS are available for government expenditures. MSS bonds are sold to financial institution and public to observe liquidity. ठीक है, the MSS funds collected under MSS 1 and 2 or 1 and 3? I just want to check this one. हाँ 1 and 2 only. ठीक है, तो ये दो आपके MS this part, ये जो आपका है ना पब्लिक वाला, this is wrong. ठीक है, so option A आपका 1 and 2. The monetary policy framework agreements define the responsibilities of RBI targeting inflation. So the RBI is mandated to achieve a specific inflation target set every 5 years. The inflation target is based on wholesale. No, it is not based on wholesale. It is based on CPI, and it is 5 years by government. This is true. The RBI must explain the failure to meet the inflation target if failed 3 consecutive quarters. True. The inflation target is 4 to 6 नहीं, ये आपका range क्या हो जाएगा 2 to 6% आपका, not 4 to 6. ठीक है, so this is also wrong. So what we have to find out correct statement, that means 1 and 3 means option A only will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, which of the following is the effective monetary policy transmission through interest rate channel? Lowering the policy rate means repo rate को अगर हम कम करेंगे, reduce the cost of borrowing for household and businesses, 100% true. Increase lending by bank boost investment and consumption, true. Raising the policy rate lead to depreciation of currency, increasing export competitions. If we'll increase the policy rate, it will appreciate, not depreciate, guys. This is wrong. Changes in interest rate impact asset prices, influencing consumer wealth and spending decision. True. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 means, अच्छा, okay, option A only will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, next one. The government budget, now the a set of 10 question based on budget. Okay. The government budget is an essential tool for economic management. Which of the following is not an objective of government budget? Redistribution of income, public welfare, employment generation. Increasing monopolies, no. This is not a tool. Economic growth is the primary agenda. So D will be right answer for this one. Next one. Fill in the blanks. The revenue budget consists of revenue receipt and revenue expenditure. Revenue receipt include both a tax revenue and non-tax revenue. So tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Which of the following term refer to participate of ensuring that every government expenditure is justified each others starting from zero base? It is called balancing. So balancing budget आपका, ठीक है, and zero based budgeting का ही tool आपका होता है balancing budgeting, right? Next one. Which of the following component of government budget lead to an increase in liability for the government? Which of the following component of government budget deal to increase in liability of government? ठीक है, so revenue expenditure, non-tax, no. Capital receipt from borrowings, yes, ये liability बढ़ाएंगे आपका. ठीक है, ग्रांट फॉर कैपिटल, नो. रेवेन्यू रिसिट, नो. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, मतलब जिससे गवर्नमेंट की लाइबिलिटी बढ़ेगी. कैपिटल रिसिट मींस बोरोविंग्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है, सो ऑप्शन सी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. ठीक है, the government fiscal deficit is calculated by subtracting the sum of revenue receipt and non-debt creating capital from the total आपका रेवेन्यू रिसिट एंड हमें कौन सा डेफिसिट निकालना है, गवर्नमेंट फिस्कल डेफिसिट. सो फिस्कल डेफिसिट, रेवेन्यू, बोरोविंग्स, अच्छा ओके, एक्सपेंडिचर्स आपका, सॉरी. ठीक है, एक्सपेंडिचर्स आपका. ठीक है, फिस्कल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड बजट मैनेजमेंट एक्ट 2003 was introduced to ensure fiscal discipline. Consider the following statement. The act required that central government limit its fiscal deficit of 3% GDP. True. Then आपका it mandate transparency in fiscal operation by requiring medium term fiscal policy statement in budget. Okay, the NK Singh committee recommended reducing the fiscal deficit to 2.5% by 2020. FRBM does not permit any relaxation of deficit target under any circumstances. This is wrong. Okay? तो 1 2 3 ऑप्शन बी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है। तो ये 3 स्टेटमेंट आपके करेक्ट है, दिस वाज रॉन्ग, ठीक है। सो 1 2 3 आपका ऑल स्टेटमेंट आर स्टैटिक, ये हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था अभी कुछ देर पहले, ठीक है। Regarding the component of capital budget, analyze the following. Capital budget means आपका we have revenue budget, we have capital income and capital expenditure. Capital income basically, ठीक है, आपका sorry, so capital income which is generally borrowing of the government. Capital expenditure are expenditure on creating permanent asset, long term investment of the government, ठीक है, capex. So capital receipt include borrowing and disinvestment, true. Capital expenditure result in the creation of assets such as infrastructure, true. Borrowing are a form of capital receipt but do not increase government liabilities. They do increase liabilities, आपका ये गलत है, ठीक है। Disinvestment proceed are considered capital receipt as they reduce government holdings, true. तो 1 2 4 means option C will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है। The deficit financing strategy is used by government to fund development project. Which of the following statement about deficit financing is accurate? It can lead to inflation of excessive borrowings. True. Borrowing from Reserve Bank of India involve the issuance of securities which are repurchased by the central bank. External commercial borrowing is method of deficit financing where funds are raised from the international market. Deficit financing always lead to higher debt servicing regardless of amount borrowed, ठीक है। So this is also सारे correct हैं आपका, ठीक है, नहीं कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, ठीक है। एक बार देख लेते हैं इसका आंसर सी 1 2 3 4, फोर्थ वन इज रॉन्ग आपका, ठीक है। वाई इट इज रॉन्ग? डेफिसिट फाइनेंसिंग ऑलवेज लीड टू हायर डेट सर्विसिंग कॉस्ट रिगार्डलेस ऑफ, अच्छा ओके, इट इज विद रिगार्ड टू होना चाहिए था आपका, ठीक है, सॉरी, ठीक है। सो ऑप्शन सी, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज राइट आंसर। कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग regarding deficit measure. A revenue deficit occur when a government total revenue expenditure exceed to total revenue receipt, true. Fiscal deficit represent the total borrowing requirements of the government. Primary deficit is the total revenue receipt minus total interest payments made by the government on, no, it is linked with the total borrowings. A high fiscal deficit can result in greater public debt and increase interest payments over time, true. Fiscal deficit represent the total borrowings requirements of the government, true. ठीक है, तो 1 2 4 so option B should be right answer. Yes, so option B is the right answer for this one, ठीक है। The consolidated funds of India is one of the important funds under the government revenue are kept. All government revenue, including loan raised by government, are credited to the consolidated funds. Withdrawal from the consolidated funds are required prior parliamentary approvals. Funds from the consolidated funds can be withdrawn without parliamentary. No, statement third is wrong. The contingency funds of India is part of consolidated funds used for emergency. No, it is not part of the this. 1 and 2 has, yes, option B means option B आपका, ठीक है। So only these two statements are correct, these last two statements are wrong, ठीक है। चलो, now summary portion, ठीक है। So let's summarize this one. So this budget वाला portion we will be practicing आपका, जैसे हमने कुछ यहाँ पे practice किया, unit number 18 और 19 के साथ we will be having the detailed discussion as we did for the monetary policy. So please do not worry about this. Now you can relate. This is the summary which is given in your book. You will see 80-90% content is aligned toward the monetary policy itself. Okay? So monetary policy is the process by which government, central bank or monetary authority of a country manage supply of money, availability of money and cost of money or rate of interest in order to attain set objectives oriented toward the growth and stability of the economy. Tool of monetary policy, bank rate, ठीक है, आपका द रेट एट विच आरबीआई लैंड मनी टू कमर्शियल बैंक फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म, ठीक है। सीआरआर, कैश, लिक्विड कैश विद बैंक नीड टू मेंटेन विद आरबीआई, ठीक है। SLR आपका, ठीक है, अमाउंट दे नीड टू रिक्वायर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गोल्ड एंड अप्रूव सिक्योरिटीज. रेपो आपका, ठीक है, RBI to commercial bank short term. Open market operation, buying and selling of government securities through RBI. In economics, fiscal policy is used for government spending and revenue collection to influence the economy. Okay? See, you can compare, like sixth statement was around the monetary policy, only statement that is given for the fiscal one. So from this topic viewpoints, monetary policy, like around, it has 80 to 90% weightage. That's why we practice maximum question around that one. Okay? Though we have practice around 15 to 16 question around fiscal policy also, but when we'll come to unit number 18, we will be discussing that particular one in detail. Okay? So there are some questions. Okay? Bank rate also referred to. So it is आपका it is also known as discount rate. Okay? Expend CRR, cash reserve ratio. Expend SLR, ठीक है, statutory liquidity ratio. Open market operation, ठीक है. एक्सपेंड FRBM क्या है, ये बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है, ऐसे इनके चक्कर में बताना, ठीक है. फिजिकल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड बजट मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है. FRBM एक्ट वाज पास इन 2003, ठीक है. सो इनके आपका जो मैकमिलन के बुक देख के क्वेश्चन दिए गए, उनको ज़्यादा सीरियसली मत लीजिएगा, ठीक है. यू विल नॉट गेट दैट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन ओनली फॉर हाफ मार्क्स. समटाइम विल सी, बट समटाइम it will happen, you'll see the half mark question are much tougher than the previous one also. All right, so this is it. I hope you enjoy this particular discussion. So do share your feedback in the comment section, and if you have any doubt, please do mention into the comment section. Okay, so this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you for joining this session. Bye bye, take care all, have a nice day, and all the very best for your preparation, guys. Thank you.